Over to Dr. Jayachandran.
From the presentation.
Guest audience, I'm delighted to be here. But I have, before I start, I have few doubts. First doubt is whether I am a doctor or Ravi is a doctor. And second doubt is, where is Mrs. Ravi? How do you manage with such a person? நான் எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் நர்வஸ் தான். மயிலாப்பூர் ஐயரோடு சேர்ந்து பேசினோடனாலே அவர் இந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் படிச்சுட்டு வந்துருவார். ஒரு ஃபீவர்னாலும் தொலைச்சி எடுத்துருவாரு. இது என்ன டாக்டர், அதுக்கு முன்னாடியே படிச்சிருப்பாரு நெட்ல. படிச்சுட்டு வந்து, my brother had fever for 2 days, 3 days. இந்த டெஸ்ட் எல்லாம் பண்ணியிருக்கா, இதெல்லாம் கரெக்டா மாறு. நான் கரெக்டா சொல்றேன்னு அவர் வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்ன செக் பண்ணுவார். Really, very good lecture, and I don't know whether I can run away from this lecture. There is nothing more I can, add, but since he talked about all the occupational and, the home atmosphere exposure to toxic chemicals, I am going to deal with some of the lifestyle diseases which all of us are, prone. Right. Now, this is the WHO definition of health. It's not only the absence of disease, but to be well physically, mentally, morally, and spiritually. Now, how our health is maintained? All of us know we need good nutrients, we need fresh air, we need clean and sterile water to drink, and we need a healthy environment, and we need enough exercises, and you need sufficient sleep. And how the body makes use of the raw material supplied to it. It uses the digestive system, and it separates the nutrients like bodily usable form. It brings into by the digestive system, and it circulates. The food material is absorbed from the intestines and then circulated by the heart to all over the body. And as Ravi was explaining, you need oxygen to burn these food materials in the cells for you to get the energy. The energy is stored in chemical forms in the food material, and that is being taken out by the oxygen. That's why oxygen is very important, and we need breathing to get the oxygen. And then on the other side, the waste materials are cleared by the urinary and the intestinal, excretory system. Now, it's beautifully, organized inside. Some scientists call this inside environment as milieu interior. It's a perfect coordinated system, and there is no infighting, no individual decisions allowed. All the systems have to, talk to each other before taking a decision. For example, one simple example is, suppose you have been hearing, Ravi for the past 1 hour, and and your bladder is already full, and now you want to go to the toilet. You get the sensation, but the bladder is controlled. The brain says, no, you cannot open now. That fellow is sitting in a lecture. Hold on. So how long will it take? I don't know how much time this guy is going to bore us. So better let me go. So you take the decision. This, talking inside takes place, and then, the act happens. And any one system faced with a problem, others come and help. You must see the bodily system, then you know what is the meaning of teamwork. Nothing is working separately, right? And if all of us can learn from the body, there is no fighting. There is no, we work together for a good cause. And suppose there is you contract a cold, and the problem is in the nose, but all the disease fighters, will be concentrated there on the nose, and they try to remove the offending organism or the virus or the bacteria. If that fails, you develop disease. And this is called the resistance. As long as you are young, your resistance is good. But once you become old, after 40, your resistance goes down. And especially if you have diabetes or if you are obese, if you have smoking, then the body resistance goes down. Now, there is disruption happening inside to this milieu interior, to this body system. That is the cause of the disease. And the disruption could be there in the raw material supply, or in the transport system, or in the utilization, or in the clearance. Now, if the disruption happens at the food you take, suppose you take a wrong food, you go to a hotel and especially you consume non-vegetarian food, and if that is already infected, you can develop food poisoning. Or if you keep on eating more and more food, obesity. And the air which is polluted, which you breathe, then you can develop asthma or pneumonia if it is infected with microorganisms. And if there is problem with your clearance system, like urinary system, if you don't drink enough water or you are dehydrated, then you can develop kidney stones. By the way, kidney stones is the commonest problem over here in Middle East. So our hands, it's in our health is in our hands. In the Chennai autos it is written, "Un vaalkai un kaiyil." So it is in our hands only. The lifestyle which we choose, the work atmosphere we choose, that decides our health or disease. Now, Ravi sir, Dr. Ravi talked about all the industrial assets. When Jayalalitha and Kalaignar are given doctorate, why not our Ravi with so much of knowledge? We should call him as doctor. Right. Yeah, TEF should declare he is a doctor today. So these are the occupational risk factors which can cause different type of problems. And indoor air quality, if it is not good, you can develop what is called sick building syndrome. This is one of the commonest problem nowadays in many of the MNCs companies. And he showed a beautiful video. By the way, I think he put Vodafone, but the video was taken in his own house, I think. He was the one doing everything, the two hands, the two fingers. He was controlling the children, you should play like this. Very disciplined person, Mr. Ravi, Dr. Ravi, right. Right. So I'll show you some of the problems. The asthma, susceptible jobs, bakers, they are more prone to develop asthma. Or the spray painters, they had spray painters on a long term. We used to go for evaluating our people, workers in Ford India in Chennai. And every time when we do spirometry for those guys, especially people working in the spray paint shops will have reduced lung capacity. And some of them complain, we have developed asthma after joining this company. What is your job? I am spray painter. If you have a family tendency of asthma, and some of your family members are suffering from asthma, and there is a atopic history in your family, and you choose a job like this, you will definitely develop asthma. And carpenters also are more prone to develop asthma. Then he showed you so many of the chemicals can cause dermatitis. We simply call it as eczema. And this is scary. This is a gloves-induced, dermatitis. And their, latex glove is the culprit of causing dermatitis. Many of our medical colleagues, when they use gloves, they develop this dermatitis. And I'll ask you this thing. Guess the problem for these girls working here? Back pain? Lack of back support? Okay. Eye problem? Okay. Then? Uterus? Why? Always sitting. I don't know, there is a gynecologist here, you have to ask her whether always sitting will cause uterine problem. I don't know. Numbness, okay. Then what else? Already there is one girl bending down, she's holding her head. Headache. This is a closed atmosphere. I don't know about the ventilation, but they are exposed to a lot of chemicals, and if the indoor air quality is not good, they can develop headache and migraine. And as somebody suggested, they don't have back support soon. They are all young people, but when they come to 40, if they continue this profession, for long, they will develop ergonomic problem. Now, women working in the occupational settings are more prone to develop problems than men. Let's see the reasons why. Women, if they are working in an industry where lead is handled. We have some of the industries near Pondicherry in India, lead soldering unit. My colleague Ayyappan is here. We have done measurements for these people. Lead exposure is so much, and many of them are young girls, and they are not even married. When they get married, they can have abortions, miscarriage, and menstrual irregularities. And poor girl, because of this exposure to lead, this can cause all these problems. And working in BPOs and call centers, we have seen a lot of girls, coming to our clinics with endocrine problem, hormonal imbalance, menstrual irregularities. Our India has improved like anything after the introduction of IT. And many people, purchased flats, and flats price went up like anything, and it brought a sea of change to India. It improved the economy of India. But on the other side, the negative side of the IT, especially it affects the women very much. And also women have the responsibility of taking care of the family after they come back from work, whether they are earning or not. Unfortunately, we Indians, suppose we work, we earn money, when we come back, we expect the wife to give us a coffee, right? You go and lie down, or you ask for a juice or something, but the same treatment is not given to the women. I don't know why. The women are treated so badly. It looks like that the women have the responsibility of taking care of the family. This in addition to what she is doing at the workplace. And the physical demands of pregnancy and menstrual cycle puts them on, the iron and other deficiencies. These are some of the reasons why women are more affected due to health problems if they go for work. Now, how to control these factors? In the industrial setup, we have beautiful, Dr. Ravi's department is taking care of the indoor environment, or the environment, working environment, trying to control the hazards